Hi, Lloyd Richardson here, and thanks for coming to the Recession Busting Tip 1. Now look, are we in recession or are we not? That's a hard thing to decide, but what we do know is your sales may be on the downward slope. What I want to show you is one little tip on how to beat the downward spiral of your sales. What do you want to do? I want to increase my sales. So how do I do that? There's 4 simple ways to increase your sales. Let's talk about them nice and quickly. Option 1, increase the price. Option 2, increase the number of customers, but of course the type you want. Option 3, increase the transaction frequency, i.e. get your customers to keep buying from you more often. And the last but not least, increase the average value of each sale. They're the 4 ways to increase your sales. Let's talk about number 1, because you can't hit 4 all at once. So let's talk about the first one, increasing your price. Okay, that sounds pretty simple and easy, but let's see what the effect is. Look, it's not rocket science how to increase your price, or is it? It's a mindset change that you need to be convinced how to increase your prices. Very simple example. If your current sales is 156,000 and you go and increase your prices across the board by 12% for a period of time, that's going to give you another 18,720 in sales. Yes, in sales. But Lloyd, I haven't got the mindset to do that. What's stopping you from increasing your price right now? I talk to lots of business owners and they're a bit frightened about increasing their prices when sales are decreasing. Well, let me give you some proof of how to do it. I've got to put a disclaimer here, of course. You need to test everything before you put it across your whole business. So here's a quick example of what I'm talking about. Let's talk about first thing. Find out what your margin is. Now your margin may change for different products, but let's say, for example, the margin on your business, on your products or services, is 30%, i.e. your GP, your gross profit, is 30%. What happens if I increase your prices, or you increase your prices by 10% across the board? Using the matrix, the marketing matrix here, you can afford, now this is the crucial part, you can afford to lose 25% of your sales to keep the exact same profit on your sales. So, quick summary, 30% GP, increase it by 10%, you can afford to lose 25%. Now, more than likely, those 25% you lose are the ones you don't really want anyway. But in my real practice, that's a very high margin. You hardly lose any when you increase your prices. But again, disclaimer, make sure you test it. But let's talk about what happens when you discount. Crucial area here. And I see a lot of business owners discounting to try and get more turnover, to try and get more sales. That's maybe a good method you want to use, but you need to know the facts, what happens. Use exactly the same GP here of 30%. Instead of increasing your prices, you reduce your prices by 10%. To keep the same profit, to keep the same sales, you need to increase your current turnover by 50%. You know, most businesses discount, don't realise what's actually happening. Discounting can kill your business. This is the reason why you need to increase your current turnover by 50%. So what I would suggest you do now is follow the action plan just below here, download the link, and go and review your business. One thing I do ask, please, if you implement this strategy, and why wouldn't you, then could you email me your results? Be as specific as you can. I increased my prices by X%, which gave me so much more sales, and I didn't lose hardly any customers. Let me show you that form a little bit quicker here. And it is this one here. Let's view it. So you'll be able to download this down below. And the strategy is, follow each action step, review the video, calculate your gross margin on your total products and services. Now you should have that in your profit and loss statement. Then you should select your top 20 products or services and work out the margin for each of them. Now if you don't know this, it's one of the crucial things in your business. Then use the price grid, which is lower on this download, to work out what you intend to increase your price. review the results. So if I increase my price on one product by 10%, what's going to happen? You then need to test one product. And let me tell you, the clients that we've tested on one product hardly has any concern of losing your customers. After you've tested that result, then you should roll it out on all your services and products. But again, disclaimer, test it before you go. And I'd love to hear your comment on how you went. Email myself at lloyd@ibalance.com.au. It would be great to hear from you. So if we go down further, there's the matrix that you can use for increasing your prices, and of course the next one, the cost of discounting. So there you are, the video on tip 1 of how to increase your prices to beat the recession. Go ahead, give it a go. Use my disclaimer about testing 1 or 2 products. Do it slowly, and then you'll see the results. See you later.